Good afternoon, ugly people. How y'all doing? Happy F around and found out Fridays. And I am your host, Sky. Okay, you guys been watching stuff? I have. You guys been paying attention to Trump? I have. You guys heard what else he did? Some more shit. As usual. He don't think y'all care about your retirements. He think y'all can just keep on working. As long as he stay orange, I guess we got to stay employed, huh? Give or take. Anyway, he's also saying that these tariffs is not affecting the U.S. markets and trades, and that's a lie. These shelves is as bald head as a baddies girl reunion. And it's sad to see that his number one voters are not the wealthy. His voters are working class people like ourselves. And they're the ones that are suffering. These are the farmers. These are the small business owners that own little small agencies like real estate, barbershops, cannabis clubs. Everyone is going to be affected that is not part of the Billionaires Boys Club. And there I lie, because yes, they are affected too. Elon said he's stepping out. You know, them Teslas is not only blowing up, but they not even leaving the lot. And so I think he probably should have took the space shuttle up there so he can get his stocks back up, because his 100 and something days he's been in there, he's lost over $101 billion. He'd lose $1 billion a day. And I'm pretty sure because he controls the United States purse, I'm pretty sure he's gotten all of that back and then some. But I consider that he will probably write us off on his taxes as a loss, because he's lost and gained. So what do you do when you hold the purse and you can't stop spending? Create more money, higher taxes, sign off and fire every goddamn body. Oh yeah, I gotta hire him back because I forgot. They control shit. Democrats, Jasmine Crockett, my girl, Congress lady out of Texas. What's up, girl? She has some very funny things to say. True, yet funny. I like Jasmine Crockett not only because she's a well-spoken, educated Black woman, but I love her based on her knowledge of politics, her knowledge of knowing what she's talking about and where she come from and where she want to see things in the near future. You guys might want to check her out because she be on some real things that you guys all need to pay attention to, because we are constantly told this, told that. And the reality of it all is basically is that we need to understand that we got a president in office that has done things each time he's been in office that has been unprecedented. You agree? I don't care if your ugly ass don't. I'm finna break it down and tell you how you will agree. The first time he was in office, what did he do? Have we ever heard of a president firing every head of the CDC department? Y'all are aware what the CDC does, right? You have to. You got to know what they do. You eat, right? You got to know what the CDC do. I hope you have protected sex, because they help you out with that too. And even when you slip and slide and you don't, they help you out with that too. But based on all these other things, we had an uncontrollable pandemic that wiped us out. The only reason why we survived is because other countries leaned on us and we leaned on Biden, and Biden got it done. Because this ignorant administration Trump had was having us just inject ourselves with bleach, carbon monoxide poisoning, inhaling carbon, all kind of ventilators here trying to put us on. And it's really sad that him being a leader, us knowing who he is, how he just disappointed us like that. Being someone who's in charge of a free world like us, this is what he do. This is what he is capable of showing you that he can do to us, and we have no control over it. He tells kids, Oh well, don't worry about the stores not having any toys for the holidays. Instead of having two or 30,000 damn dolls, just settle for two. They might be a little bit more expensive, not as agile as the other dolls, but at least if you got 30 of the other dolls, if you did break one, you don't have to worry about your parents having to spend more to go and get another one. But considering Trump thinks that if you have less and spend more because he's in office, it covers the taxes on his ass that he don't pay. You guys are aware of that, right? I know you guys know he doesn't pay taxes. Also, another precedented thing that he has done since he's been in office, even for the first term he was in, he has been the first president that was under investigation in impeachment after impeachment after I'm done with it. He is orange. He's not impeached. He's still in there and he then came back. And now he's back with a new remix like he did he, and another one like he's DJ Khaled. And this is by far every hour on the hour, this orange clown finds a way to get in the air and spin like the 76 gas station ball and let us know every time that he is going to show his entire ass. And we have nothing that can fend him off. Nothing. We thought we had one here, but let's talk about another unprecedented thing he's done since he's been in administration for this term. So far, he gets in and he fires the feds, he fires the IRS, he fires, oh, wait, he hires Elon. Elon said, you know what? You might have worked your whole life. You might be disabled and you might have been born with cleft legs and feet and lips and everything else. But you know what? I'm going to fire you and then make you go and look for another damn job. Or I'm going to just cut off your income and force you to go stand up in Walmart and you got cerebral palsy. The Fuck Around Friday show is going to always give you something to think about because while he's been in term, since this morning, he put out a fake budget. He put out fake numbers and said that he's taken over 425 tablets of fentanyl off the street. That meant each pill was a life. So he has saved over 425 million Americans. Yeah, that's that new math. That's the new math. Do you think if Trump seized that, he would have shown that? I mean, this man literally AI MS-13 on a gang member he said was a gang member that he deported to another country and won't send back to his family here in Baltimore. But he wants us to believe that he has seized all of these drugs. Where are those drugs, Trump? You show your ass, you show your hand, and you don't bluff. Where is the drugs? Because I haven't seen 425 million people you saved. Like Stephen Colbert said, you do the new math, that means that over 75% of Americans is dead. Shut up. It's not funny. It's people like myself that no longer can go back to doing the work that they went to school and learned these trades and these crafts to do these things, and no longer can do these things based on something that is medically out of their control. And Trump is in there with a diagnosis of a jackass, dumb, ignorant, red, orange, ferret hair, bald spot around everywhere, just bad build, bad diet, bad choice in women. He's ugly. His family ugly. Everything about him is his cabinet is even ugly. Everybody that's in his whole administration is ugly, and everything that he does so far is ugly as well. And I'm gonna tell you what else he's done that's ugly. He's closed down all of these different entities that we need, like the DMV. We already funking when the DMV is open with appointments. Now we can't even find DMVs that's open, and we sure can't get on the phone. And you pay stuff on the internet, then you don't get it back. Like me, I pay for registration. I just happened to be on the Fuk'd High one day driving from North Oakland and said, you know what? It's a DMV right there. That was almost like a damn unicorn. I was so shocked to see a DMV open. I was happy to go in there. I pulled my number. I was happy like I just found the food stamp. Yes, I did. And I was shocked. It was packed, but I didn't give a damn because my registration has not shown up since white people has shown up to pay child support for the nigga kids that they left. So therefore, I didn't go get my registration in the mailbox. I had to go to a DMV that was happened to be open, that I happened to be by. Not a close DMV, not close local. So the people that are used to not being able to do business over the phone because places like Social Security and the welfare offices, the entity, the buildings are closing. You can't get these people on the phone even when the building is open. But since you're closing more and more places for people to be able to get in contact with places, for instance, the elderly that cannot drive, the blind that cannot drive, it's people that are not able to get out in the world and travel around, and they don't take Ubers and things like that. So they've been used to conducting business at home, which they should be able to continue to do. Based on we got an idiot in office that sit in there all day on that speak and spell tablet he got with his dumb ass, and he just get the pressing shit and saying shit and doing shit and buying shit. Trump need a black advisor in office with him. Not we don't need no Condoleezza Dem Rice. We don't need no damn what's the other one that he done kicked out and he booted that broad out after she didn't kill Michael Duncan. Allegedly. But I will say that Trump needs somebody like me, not a Tamron Hall, because we already know she was a side chick. But I'm just saying, I like you, Tamron, but you know, you let Trump bang you. But what I'm saying is Trump needs a black woman advisor. I would say built like Aunt your mama, because I want her to have hips of slavery. So when she come around and slap the root canal out of his mouth, I want the wisdom to stay in. Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my business. I feel like saying it, and I'm gonna say it. What you gonna do about it? You ain't gonna whip my ass. So windmill, everybody else do. Anyhow, Elon Musk said he is stepping down. He is losing billions and billions a day. So were we. I've lost billions and billions of brain cells looking at what temperature do you sleep in? Because you wake up in a shape that a face don't normally go into, rather they wake laying down upside down on a roller coaster getting body slammed. You have a face that don't nothing quite shape it. I haven't figured out what shape it is, but you got an octagonal triceptosaurus raptus face, and I don't know what you are yet. And don't blame AI, because we've been trying to figure out AI for you, and it won't nothing work. Won't stuff fit Trump. I found the cheeseburger that had nachos on it that fit Trump, but we ain't found nothing for you yet. I tried to use a Cybertruck, and a Cybertruck just said we ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. This nigga's not my people. He's not like us. He just build us. Next. So what? Fuck you, Doug. You would have your money. You fucked up and you hired and fired everybody. You put the wrong people in office. They were spies. They lied. They got caught. You got caught. What's the consequences? He still lives on. He keeps his businesses while he runs offices, and he get to embody himself with more money and more responsibility and less acceptability. Anyhow, I got too much. So if you're wondering what's wrong with me, they ain't got a prescription yet. They don't have a diagnosis like Diana Ross said. I just know that, speaking of the administration since he's been in office, unprecedented things that are not usually done in a human lifespan of a presidency. He has by far succeeded it all. He just, some more shit Trump do. He tells you guys, basically, I'm going to fire this person because he was horrible. But I'm going to put him in charge of the United States national security. And he can't get a text message sent to the right place. And you put him in charge. When he involved in the loop that got sent about the Houthis attack that... Do you guys notice that when Trump administration tries to explain his policies, do you actually see how they look? They look like they've been getting choked in traffic trying to explain life. And they get choked in traffic and they get mad and they get this, and I don't know. It's like they own road rage horses. When they get up there, they act like they own a horse and they can't control themselves. They always angry. But your administration is angry. That is how you guys govern. Do you guys not? That's why your states are red. Neck. I mean, I don't want to throw subliminals out there, but let's keep it honest. Your red states are suffering Trump, and those are not rich states. Those are redneck, red, dumbfounded, dig feet in the hole, in the mud, get it how you live, bumpkins, 2.5 teeth, one still on the side of the bed. People that need they check, that cannot afford, like certain administrative members on his cabinet says that, of course, if you are missing your Social Security check for a month, the United States people are not, we ain't broke. We balling. We can afford to miss a check. Get it out the mud. That's what they told us. Go get your money out the mud. But this month, you ain't finna get it from here. But thank you for paying taxes on it. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Yeah. I think Trump is making the United States pay for the years he was a trick. I think that's what it is. He wants to get all his money back from as much money as he used to trick. He wants to get us back and us be the hoes. I think that's what it is. And this administration is making sure that we stay that, because they solidify him being in position to do it every single day. Where is the impeachment? We have a president in office that is a felon. Woo, Fannie Willis. You ball dropping, jaw dragging, slapping, flapping foot, flat ass, basset hound mouth. You dropped the ball on your foot, our foot, and the ATL. You were the only savior that could have got us. You were the only one that could have saved us, Fonnie. But no, you want to be tricking because you got it. Paying your side trick. Yeah. You blew the case for an MFer that ain't working with you right now, that don't mess with you right now because he done lost his career, his businesses, his marriage, and he's paying alimony and spousal support, all kind of supports, and you can't afford to give him a job because you don't have yours like you had. Oh, they gonna send you ass through the trials. They gonna send you through tribulations. You think Trump forgets about you? Black girl, you think Trump's gonna forget about you? He just been... because everything around him is going to make sure it makes his move. And you will slowly even take him back from the YSL trial. We've seen you diminishing. And the one ball you had to be in control of, it was to keep it in front of you. And you blew it. You were the only reason and the only thing that kept Trump backpedaling and pussy popping the whole time, because this was the state case that would have put him in jail. The only case out of every last case Trump has got convicted of, pled out, or whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the only case that would have prevented him from being in office right now. Forget about all the states that did not ban him, stop him, and signed petitions to not allow him to be on the ballot. But you guys called his bluff like he showed you that he don't show his hand. He shows his hand because he don't have nothing to cover up. He does everything in your damn face. Do you guys got etch a sketch memories? I know I didn't had about 5 brain surgeries, but what the fuck is wrong with y'all? This is your fault. The ones who voted for him, the Latinos. See, me and my fiance had a conversation about this the other day, and the statistics are there were more Latinos that voted for Trump than Caucasian. Yeah. Because they thought that he was going to do what? Throw y'all some more paper towels? Didn't he do that to y'all in the middle of a damn hurricane, Puerto Rico? And I mean, come on. He's not even acknowledging Mexico. He's calling y'all the Gulf of America. Y'all gonna let him talk to y'all like that? Suckers. Look, let me tell you something. He's even telling y'all that the Panama Canal belongs to his people. See, if you recall, these things that he is trying to get taken out of the history books is that white people don't build nothing but chaos, disruption, and cruelty. They conquer and divide because that's all they know how. They can't build anything because they too busy stealing everything. Everywhere that white people have landed, let me not say that. Everywhere that a white person has landed, they pink toes at, they have conquered that. It was already developed before they got there. Even holidays, Thanksgiving, they stole that shit. People can't even have their own holidays, and y'all go and steal that, and then tell them that their history don't got nothing to do with it. Just like he's trying to get rid of all the African American history museums, everything that we know, he's trying to take away from us and tell us, you know what, it didn't happen to you. That happened to my people. That happened to my people. My people was done wrong. My people was enslaved. Have you ever seen a white slave that wasn't under a dominatrix? I'll wait, but I ain't gonna wait too long. In any movie, have you ever seen a white slave that wasn't a slave when it said action? I mean, we can't even get our own roles in our own memory book. We don't even have Black people playing Cleopatra, Nefertiti. We don't even get Mexicans playing Mexicans. We get Brad Pitts. We don't get Japanese people playing Japanese people. We get Tom Cruises. I mean, when white people have to play every damn position in life but responsibility, they fall short. And it's always everybody else's fault. When the administration that was doing well and everything had went up and down, meaning that people budgets went up and unemployment went down, price of living went down, the economy was booming, Trump was not in office, but yet he claimed ownership of those times that he was not in office and things were going better, way better. And people were living. They wasn't sticking themselves with bleach. They was listening to science and medical, things that had to make sense. Not a damn radiation therapist sitting there telling you that this color don't make blue, but stick this in your damn vein. It doesn't make sense. I don't want an x-ray tech telling me how to administer a CDC warning, biohazard. And you're teaching people how to do it while you're in administration. But Biden get in and saves believe in science and medical because not only has he dealt with cancer firsthand, but he's lost 2 children. One, Bo, died of brain cancer. He's experienced so many. He lost a wife. He lost a daughter in a car accident, but daughter was diagnosed as well. You have to understand when you got a human being in office and when you have a controlled robot. And Trump, by far, he don't know what he's doing. He just know how to survive long enough to get to shore. He don't know how he's going to run when he get out the water. He just know enough to stay afloat and get short, and everybody else take care of the rest. That's why he's so insecure when it comes to him being quiet and no one's saying anything to him on the news and no one's saying anything about him. He don't care if you got something bad to say about him. He's going to make sure he stays in the news cycle and he stays current, no matter what the policies are. So what I feel that Trump really don't care about is people working hard to be able to live comfortable, to not have to stress about the next check, but they are in the economy now that they have to. No one is worrying about going to go buy Barbie dolls when we're trying to figure out eggs, milk, bread. We're not trying to figure out going to go buy foreign cars and all these things. But if those foreign cars last longer than these American made cars, but you're punishing us because we are going for dependability and reliability instead of just stunting and being found on the side of the road. These gas guzzling ass American made cars. Complete hypocrites. These are the jobs that you're taking away from the United States and you're not bringing back. They were never here. We've never been the electronic industry. That means that over 80% of our goods come from China. Cheaper, yet we've been knowing that forever. We've been knowing that. That's the reason why we're able to buy in bulk and people are able to have more than one kid. Because China, let's be honest, if China didn't exist, do you see you having more than one child? You know where them clothes come from? You ain't got. Let's be honest. It's not hard to look at tags when you look at tags and you buying for more than one child. Are you buying for a one child, but you need to buy more than one thing and it needs to be in bulk? Did you pay attention to the tag and what it says? Indonesia, China. It don't say the US. And that's sad. But I'm going to leave you guys on that one because I can go on that all damn day long, nanny boo boo. But it's a fuck around and find out Friday, and that's exactly what you did, dude. Was fuck around and found out on Friday. You still didn't know what the hell you didn't know on Monday. Anyway, let's go to the next thing. Okay. Well, the Falcons coach has been fined $350,000 for the prank call his son called Shador Sanders during the draft and faked the draft with the Saints and some other crap. Personally, my fiance said that he don't know what too much more can be done as far as the punishment because the coach didn't actually do the prank call. He wasn't part of the act. I said that I felt that it should have been a harder penalty because the harder you hit the dad, the harder he comes down on the son. Because that was not right. And if it happened to him, it would not have happened to him. And if it happened to him and that was a black person that did that to him, and Deion was the coach of the Falcons, do you think Deion would still have his job? Even though he's not the one that would have did the prank? I'll wait, but not too damn long. Do you think that's fair? You sitting at home with your son all damn night long, 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row probably, waiting on draft after draft after draft after draft after draft, and you knowing that your child is suffering because of how people felt about you when you were an athlete and how they feel about you now as a damn good coach and a damn good dad. Let's give it up to prime time right now. 2 young men, professional sports. That's what I'm talking about. Tell your daughter something. If you don't quit playing with Jacquees and go on and do something, get you a hobby, learn how to kickbox, a backstroke, learn how to stitch and sew, do something, spray paint. But you need to girl, go have fun and stop tripping. You are the only one in the family slacking now. The boys is doing you, girl. Let's stop it. Let's get together now. You cute, but you dumb as hell. So I'm just saying, your brothers and them need their sister to get her shit together. All right, get it together. You're too cute to be dumb, and I can't stand cute dumbass girls. Anyway, Hall of Famer John Elway was involved in a fatal collision with the cement, and his best friend, unfortunately, was ejected out the back of a golf cart at a party. Then Elway was driving, and his friend and his agent unfortunately injured himself fatally by striking his head against the cement. Um, Me personally, I can relate to having a traumatic brain injury, even though I don't know how mine's happened. I can relate to it, and I do know the capabilities of living with traumatic brain injuries, and I don't know the extent of it all, and if it included anything else, if he had a heart attack or a stroke or something. And sometimes you can just immediately just break your neck. You can't stop the bleeding, and unfortunately sometimes they're not able to stop the brain from swelling. And it's too late to put them into an induced coma at that point. So prayers go out to Elway, and we hope that you find some some forgiveness for yourself, and hopefully you wasn't drunk driving in that golf court. Hopefully you wasn't. Also, another shocker, one of my favorite singers, Michael Bolton, my guy. I love Michael Bolton. He is one of those singers that by far he can come out every 3, 5, 10 years with a Christmas album and still make you be like, he ain't lost it yet. That white man can sing. I don't know if he sat in the backseat with Aretha Franklin or somebody, but that boy has always had soul, and I love him to death. And prayers to him. But he was diagnosed with brain cancer, and he's now out speaking about it, and how he's living with it, and how to deal with day-to-day activities, and how it affects his career and where he's going with his career. So I want to give the biggest prayers up to Brian McKnight and to John Elway. But speaking of prayers going some damn where, I used to love this guy right here so much. I actually was just playing his song right before I came online. Brian McKnight, my brother Gemini. Ever since you came out with your new family and you disowned your own family and you decided that you're going to have a second junior because you don't like your first junior because he was part of the first family and you're not part of that nucleus anymore. So forget them, and they're black, and you love your new family who's not. Did I say it right? Because if I did, I ain't going to say it left. Anyway, he's suing Jaguar. Right. So he said, let's find out. Had Jaguar Wright been right? It was certain things that was said about Brian McKnight that was said way before Jaguar said it. It was just reiterated since things were coming up. But I do say that while interviewing Jaguar, while you're watching her interviews, sometimes I don't know where to take all of the information, because sometimes I have to remember that she is a natural storyteller. She is. Not meaning that she's a fibber. She's a great imaginator and she knows how to express things and make it believable. And sometimes when she just drifts off, you don't know if she's really going into that time era that happened and she witnessed it, or if she's remembering where she was at when she heard someone talk about it. See, that's one of those things that's a powerhouse, and also one of those things that'll be your downfall, because people don't know when you're serious and when you're telling the truth. And what you say about people is so bold and so direct that you are very skeptical to really believe that she can't be lying. Who comes out and say these things? You know what I'm saying? So she always says something that'll knock the air out your chest. But at the end of the day, we all knew some way, shape, or fashion what she was hitting on was something that we have all heard before. Everybody's always heard about the Quincy Jones and the Clive Davises. We've all heard about the Diddies. We even heard Biggie talk about the Diddy. He's not even the only one. It's just she said things around a certain point of time that I listened to and fact check myself. And it came not only to fruition, but it happened when she said it was going to happen. Sometimes that's the good part of being a great storyteller and being a person that knows how to deliver information, rather it's true or false. And that's a very dangerous storyteller. So anyhow, he said he's suing her. Y'all think he gonna win? He said that he's suing her for defamation of character about him physically and emotionally and mentally abusing his family. And Jaguar did go into a very detailed interview, which they love her for. They love her doing these interviews. And sometimes we do too. Sometimes when we think Trump is so off the fucking planet, we know that, hey, so is she. He ain't by himself. And I didn't even know that you can actually be 500 million miles away from a planet. Did y'all know that? I just found that out last night with my smart ass in my sleep. I found that out about Jupiter, about Galileo. So we are able to still be connected 500 million miles away from the bullshit, if you know what I mean. Also, we have Fat Joe, fat ass, slim ass, bad build ass, is suing his hype man for saying he allegedly liked little girls. Circling the elementary, junior high schools. Saying I'm dropping off my kids while I'm looking over there at somebody else's babies. Woo! She like she grown and she's 16. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's what they said. They said the little girl was 16, and he flew her out, to where he was at. So they're saying that he was known for flying young girls out to where he was at and things like that. Do I think that is not true? I would say I don't care, because I don't care about Fat Joe. I don't care about his charges. I don't care if he really did it. I don't care if he did do it. I don't care if they find him guilty, if they don't, if they cancel him, if they uncancel him, if they cook him, if they fry him, if they boil him, if they bake him. I don't care how you do Fat Joe. Just do him. I'm tired. I mean, he's getting on the only nerve that I was able to get through customs. And I'm not going to give it to him. I'm not. So get your fat ass off my screen. Anyway, let's go. Where are we going to? It's so much stuff. So let's see. We're going to one quick story, because it's a short one. Battle rap. All my battle rap people, come here. Y'all been listening? In the past, 2 months? Maybe a month. I could be over exaggerating. We have been uncovering snitch allegations across the battle rap community and what is considered snitching and what's considered the battle rap culture compared to the real street culture. So there's been a few battle rappers that's been accused of snitching. In the form of snitching, they're meaning that you're going in, you're sitting down giving interviews to investigators that's implementing other people, that is either the people are in custody, have gotten arrested because of what you said, or is on trial behind the things that you've said about them. And so there's been a few. One I don't really agree with, but it still fits the criteria, and that is that you sat down and had a lunch with the feds and investigators, and it implemented someone else that was a Cody. So if that's what that means, then yeah, I understand that part of that. But that's Kid Slay. I like Kid Slay. I feel that he was sabotaged because he was about to come in and shut battle rap down, and people were afraid to have an easy point two. Easy the Black Captain point two. Every league is afraid of a Easy the Black Captain part two. If you are not familiar, pull your seat up, grab your blunt, grab your black and mild, tell your kid to go outside and play like outside and stop thinking like the inside of a refrigerator, and let's have a conversation. Yeah, battle rap, we got stuff to talk about. We got clone, got bad news. Wow. And the definition is what's considered snitching from each and every person that has been in these interviews with these investigators. Everybody got a different flavor for the top ramen about the service. That's all I'm saying. Everybody got a different flavor. And by far, bad news is still not, he's not catching strays. He's catching the direct hits that he's supposed to get hit with. He's catching the right ones. And the reason why, because he's went through his entire battle rap culture lifestyle of being this type of person and being of this code. And that's what battle rap has always reminded us, is that it is a form of storytelling with the street tend to it. And real life is involved in it. But it's very hard for a person that is not of that life to come in, perpetrate that life in front of someone who is coming into battle rap that is coming from that life, that this culture exists off the stage. And that is the issue. People are not relating life off the stage because they feel that if they performing, that is their performing name. When they go off the stage, that's a different name. But no, if you talk to the po-po ho, you the same ho you woke up in, and you the same one you gonna go to sleep in. That's period.com. I don't care how you back org it. It is what it is. At the end of the day, you are giving testimony that has went into a trial, that's convicted other people, or has basically proved the other person to have not told the truth about either their alibi or their fault in whatever happened, or anything. But they're connecting these dots, and unfortunately, these are not the only three guys in battle rap that chop it up like Chinese food. They're not the only ones there. I can bet you right now there are so many people in battle rap right now that is trying to go and see if there's any way that they can get anything taken off their name that had anything to do with them having anything to say like this. And the ones that are trying to say that we are wrong by wanting to know more information is the ones that snitching like clone. Let's be honest. Yo tagline is don't talk you to death. And you went in there and the investigators told you to stop talking them to death. What does this have to do with what we need to know? Did you forget that we heard this? You brought up the most chopped and screwed edit of an interview, but you forgot to chop and screw the part that was the flavor. And that was you canary singing. You said that you threw an alley-oop to your team so they would have something to hold on to make it be a legitimate organization, except you forgot to tell the team that that's what we were supposed to be. What was supposed to be a name? If this ever happened, my nigga, where was he supposed to go to? So how did they see an alley-oop when they wasn't even in the stadium? How you throw them something? You were in an interview with the police. How did they see an alley-oop? You told them the people that was involved in the damn thing in the first place. So how are you throwing them something when they wasn't involved in it until you said it? So, clone, you getting mad because you keep tripping over the same shoe you keep trying to tie and untie, bro. The fact is that you should have not went as far as saying what you did and didn't say and what you will provide, because it's not on us to go and buy the paperwork like you telling us to go do. Go buy the paperwork and you see it yourself. Nah, dude, I don't give two more fucks about if you did it or not. You told us you did. And you admitted it. You said out of your own mouth, I do talk too much. Case closed, photo book. It is what it is. But you mad at the wrong people. You're mad at everybody else because you went in there running your damn mouth, and your tagline is don't talk you to death. Bad news, same thing. They're saying, and they're selective, in battle rap. It's people that said that battle news is an exception. He's not a kid slave. He's not a clone. His is different. He's not an Adi Boom. He's not a this. And the problem is that because you guys, because bad news got more likability and more gangster, street tendencies to him, that he is more certified to be less of a snitch than anybody else. But his paperwork said who popped him. He testified on who popped him. Now the culture says, why snitch when you can stitch? If you get what I'm saying. So what you talking for? Go get your lick back. They had you on a shit bag. You were real bad. Like you was done bad, bro. And they will never get the justice that you really could have given them by snitching. Because you have to come to a culture that don't respect it. It don't matter if the people did something to you first. You know who they are. Go get your get back. But you don't get your get back when you send a motherfucker to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, it's like if somebody robbed your house. You can get your get back by reporting a robbery, giving them the camera, the camera drive. That's some shit. You got to prove that on insurance. Let's do it. But if they find you and you're the one that's on tape, and I'm just trying to provide the information for the insurance for my claim, so all my shit can get back, and you just happen to breathe your dumb ass on camera, toodles. Think I give any fucks? You broke in my house, you stole my shit, and you happen to pose for the camera. That's not my fault. I gotta get this. Okay, you ain't got the shit that I got. That's why you broke in my house and stole it. So what was the get back that I could have got you except to get my insurance claim? And now that we know who you are, because you didn't already got caught by the police and they coming after you, they told me who you are. You'll be out in a minute. You'll be out in a minute. I got a whole lot of minutes to think about getting you. Just check who your next Uber is, bruh. That's all I'm saying. Battle rap, you guys got to pick and choose. And that's not fair because that seemed to be the culture. And if you're going to throw tomatoes at one performer, you're going to throw tomatoes at them all. And I'm saying bad news need to catch the same elbows and kneecaps and rock bottoms that Adi Boom, Kids Lay, and Clone call. Clone, shut the fuck up. Your name says exactly what you do. You clone everything you say, and you keep saying it, and you keep saying it, and the lie keeps going and going and going. We don't have no more Energizer batteries. Those are tears. We got to pay for that pink ass rabbit to come over here and do that. So therefore, ain't nobody gonna pay to find out the truth that you didn't already told us that you did, and that's because you quack, and ducks do that all the time. So toodles, battle rap, shout out to, I gotta give it to the two females that killed it over the weekend. Let's give it up to the Vixen, Cooking Twerk Booth. Last but not least, let's throw her in because her head is big and her shoes is round and she's brown, and that's Jazz the Rapper. Great job. Go listen to the freestyle that she just did. Hot 97. She killed it. She killed it. The beats belong to Jazz. She killed it. They've been doing a whole lot of freestyles all year long. And so far, the illest freestyle by far has been Jazz the Rapper. Good job, girl. Okay, let's move over. One more thing I forgot to mention about celebrity is Mary J. Blige is getting sued by her former friend and stylist, Misa Hilton, which is P. Diddy's baby mama, which is his oldest son's mama with the good hair. He got the good little hair and stuff. He like Al B. Sure and stuff. But that's, the oldest son, Quincy, is not his. That's Al B. Sure's son. And so this one, the little short one that's involved in the cases, that's Misa's son. Anyhow, she's suing Mary J. Blige for $5 million for her artist. She is the manager of Vado. Vado is an R&B artist. He's been out for a while, but I've only noticed him actually just recently because the song that he did with Chris Brown, and me and my niece and my daughter sings it all the time. So, but anyhow, she's suing Mary J. Blige for Mary J. Blige having a boyfriend that's a security guard that she introduced to Vado as a security guard. Anyhow, Mary J. Blige was on her Diddy shit, meaning that she was trying to buy this boy, coast him over into her management team, and to sign with her label with her boyfriend as his manager and stuff like that. And to cut Misa out, they were involving him in private yachts, trips and parties, all kind of luncheons and dinners and things like that, providing him with presents and things like that, promises of career boost and concerts and performances. Well, when that happened, Misa found out, and eventually she found that Mary J. Blige's boyfriend was the one that was behind the muscling of trying to get her off of Vato's team. Unfortunately, Vato is signed with Misa as his talent agent. So, in his manager. So, Mary J. Blige was found that she was holding Vato's music, performances, contracts, and any type of future earnings because he refused to sign over to her label. So Misa is suing her for $5 million and probably some more. Is this shaky? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mary, you already on a lifetime payment plan to Kendu already. So he's guaranteed his alimony, spousal support from yo dumbass every month and every year. Rather you get on stage and you bop with your boots, he still get his check. But by far, you can't afford a $5 million lawsuit. You can't afford that. And she looked like she's gonna get this lawsuit because there's proof. Unfortunately, you weren't as smart as Diddy, and that means that there is videos of contracts being signed, the coercing him, and kind of the bullying tactics that are supposed to be videos for this. Allegedly, I'm gonna throw allegedly out there because I didn't see it. It's not my business. And I will say, Mary J. Blige, as far as a fan of yours, this was shady. That was a friend of yours. She was a friend. She wasn't somebody you just met down the street or you just, you've been knowing for a few months. You've been knowing her for over 40 something years, and that was shady boots. You should have talked to her. Maybe you and her could have worked out something with him. But that's the thing about sometimes Black people getting in power is that we think that can't nobody do what we do. And unfortunately, sometimes you step on the wrong people's toes that not only can do what you do, but they can stop you from doing what you're doing in the future. And Mary J. Blige, this sounds like something you should not involve yourself in as far as trying to have a label. This is not good on you because bullying artists and coercing artists and trying to get artists to leave their talent management and things like that, and strong arming. People are not going to be comfortable with signing to you, Mary, and they see you with your fingers getting puppeteered by yet again another controlling man in the music industry. So you might want to duck this, pay this, and get the hell away from it because it's all of these things and facts has not come out about Diddy's case because it's going to trial, which he just recently rejected the plea that the feds offered him, which would have given him a shorter time in prison. And he said, nope, I like my butt cushion and I like the company it gets. So he said he's gonna go ahead and stay on in there. He ain't got nothing else to do. He ain't got to deal with them kids, his mama on his back. Only thing I think he got access to that. Yeah, so he good. He's at home. He ain't complain to us, did he? I didn't hear. Did he? Anyway, let's go to reality TV. Lil Zane almost got his little ass lifted out his Nikes and left the sign on the floor. So he planned too much at the wrong time with Scrappy. Scrappy is not in the mood to be playing, and Zane don't know the temperature of the room sometimes, and he just keep on, and he pokes the bear till he realized he smells like salmon, honey baked salmon, and the bear is right there, and he hungry. Anyhow, Lil Zane cracks me up how every time he gets ready to get into a volunteer long awaited confrontation, how long he talks mess, but yet he wait right before the person get ready to walk up on him and swing on him to say, hold on, let me take my chain off. Let me let you know right now that this is a thing that I always talk about when people fight and they want to grab hair. The thing is this. If you are reaching to grab your chain, if you are doing this, if you're trying to bring it around the town, the problem with that is that both of your hands is occupied. How are you going to defend or be on the offense if your hands is occupied in something that won't make or break that fucking fight? That chain can get fixed. Your tooth can go up the top of your nose. While you sitting there reaching and grabbing for a stupid chain, you about to get your whole character assassinated in a goddamn restaurant. It was so stupid and I can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's You was talking shit before he even got across the table. You knew it was finna be popping. I don't know why you don't get a chain that you can just bring over your neck. If you got to do all this and take it a loose, nigga, stop talking shit all the time. Because if your hands is like this, I'm going to grab you right where the chain is, right where your hands is, and I'm finna use it for you. I'm finna use it for you. Since you care about it, I want to make sure it stay with you at all times while you get your ass whipped. And Lil Zane, you about 5'2" if you stood on Mama's D's kitty heels. So you need to stop. You better find some breaks and press them real quick, because this is the third tall nigga that was about to serve you on spot. Just fair warning. Shut up and just be happy that your wife let you in the house. Just be happy, okay? Other news, other reality news. Rashida and thick neck 3-ring Kurt is throwing shots at Mendeecees and Yandy for what? Because they all cheating on each other. They all on the same show. They black. They want to be successful. They don't want to share the spotlight. And they all are dealing with things in their relationships. Rather, this person is dealing with infidelity and this person is dealing with, I'm not really married. I don't really care. You two are not even the entertainment of the show. It has never been the entertainment of the show. Rashida, you have always been Rashida on Atlanta, and Yandy, you have always been Yandian in New York. Now you Yandian in Atlanta. It's no different, except that I find you more likable than Rashida's boring ass. And for her to throw your marriage and y'all not being real friends. And this is what K Michelle was saying about Rashida. She believes everything that Kurt tells her, and however it makes her look, she will crash out on anybody close to her to make her and him look better. And they make her, they make each other look like a fool, and you look like a fool saying that she's your friend. Yandy, Mendeecees, you guys are fools to keep calling these people friends, co-workers, or anything. Because Kurt know at the end of the day, he don't want to quit this job. He ain't got nothing else to do. He ain't got no label. He ain't got no businesses. Don't nobody eat at that damn bistro and Rashida. Don't nobody go and buy them second ass clothes. They don't do it. They don't buy that duck ass shit. They don't. So we only know about these stores is when they pop up on the show. That is it. Don't nobody come to that shit. And so, therefore, you need this show. So they keep saying that this gonna be your last season. You've been begging to stay on the show since pandemic, like for real, for real. So anyway, off y'all. This makes me feel like I watch y'all. I don't even watch this. I'm just giving reviews because I know about it. Also, slut ass Portia. Let's talk about you. You's a fake one. You's a fake bitch. I don't like you. I used to like you. You used to be cool. I don't like you. You stank. You trifling. You a tramp. You give it up to anybody that stand long enough to say they got $5. You got 5 on it too. You ain't got no potential. You ain't got no aim. You ain't got no self-esteem. You ain't got no class. You ain't even real no more. You're not even Portia. I don't know who this hoe is, but maybe you always been her and we always expected you to be somebody else. But no wonder you can't find a good man, because you're so busy trying to be a hoe to everybody else's husbands. And you seem to be the type of female that even when you get a nigga, he leave you. Like, no matter how cute you can be, it's something about you. You might be cute, but you might stink a little bit, you know what I mean? Or you might be cute, but you got ugly ass feet and you always wear sandals. Like, it's always something about you when you come in a room that it's a stank in the air that we always can clock your teeth at all times. And by far, Portia, you have shown that you are a fake friend. You are a fake woman. You are a bullshit ass wife. You're a bullshit ass baby mama. And I don't like you. I'm not going to like you. You ain't going to do shit and you can't whip my ass and that's that. You are a fake friend to your best friend. And you are fake friends with anybody on that show that think that you are their friend. You will sleep with a husband in a heartbeat to prove a point. And you got played. You stole that lady husband. He thought you came up on one, huh? He played your duck ass. He got you. He got deported, but he deported your funds with him. That's why you sitting on YouTube trying to get a YouTube check. But in the process, you're not showing up on the show that's paying you the biggest check. YouTube ain't gonna pay you like Roa. So I don't know what you're doing, but you tripping. Maybe you need to pull your G-string up and stop pulling it down on the goddamn time and stop tripping. So you would know that you are failing on the show. Like you should be one of the ones on the chopping block. No shit. Like in a way, I don't know who's being worse, you or Britt. Like between Portia and Britt, you can get rid of both of them. Both of them. Both of them. You are a fake friend. I don't like how you doing Shamia. And Shamia, I don't like the fact that you lay down and keep letting her steamroll over you, bro. You got more than her. You're prettier than her. You're doing more than her. You're more successful than her. And then you don't need this show. You don't need her friendship. She needs yours. You pump her up. Why? Because you press you down. And you come submissive to Portia and you don't have to. You got everything and more of what Portia wants and needs in life. And she is jealous of you and you don't see your position in life. Baby girl, you winning. You're beautiful, you black, and you got everything old girl wants. Stop following the cheese wheel that goes around. Because at the end of the day, you guys don't realize that you're walking in circles because nobody's the leader. And if you don't have leaders, then all you have is followers. You repeat the same things over and over again in life, and that sounds psychotic. To repeat the same thing and expect change, she ain't gonna change. I've seen a leopard spots change faster than that bitch. So therefore, look, reality TV, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night. But you're getting on my damn nerves. If you're not drunk, you a slut. If you're not a slut, you don't pay child support. If you don't pay child support, you a badass mama. If you're a badass mama, then you was a badass housekeeper. Like your house dirty, your shoes dirty, your car dirty. Like it's just like everything about y'all is turning me off. And no wonder I don't watch you. I would rather watch baddies because at least I know when I watch that, I know exactly what I paid for and I'm not going to get anything more than that. But watching reality TV, especially black reality TV, it is so embarrassing and it makes you not want to watch TV. And now I understand why so many kids in this generation don't watch TV. My fiance and I was just talking about it this last night on how much we had on TV that we didn't want to be outside. We used to be told, take your black ass back outside. It was so many shows. We had lineup at the lineup at the lineup at the lineup from the breakfast to going to bed. It was lineup at the lineup. We had so much TV. TV used to have to go off at night. Wasn't no TV on. It was that multicolored TV and beep. We had that much TV that the TV said, I'm done. Take your ass to sleep. Take your black asses to sleep. The last show that if anybody remember that was playing the last show for TV going off at night was what? Kung Fu. Y'all know about that? Kung Fu was the last show shown on television before the TV goes to its multicolors and beep. Yep. So we had choices. You know, our reality TV back then was soap operas. You know, All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, Young and Restless, things like that. Even the adults had that reality TV. It came with a slight of intelligence in it. Even the black people that was on these shows came with an intelligence in it. These reality shows come in showing nothing but classless, fake body, fake personalities, fake friendships, fake vibes, and it's just repetitive. When does it stop? You know? So, anyhow, that is my fuck around and found out on Fridays. And I appreciate all those who tuned in, all those that will tune in to listen to later. Thank you for the playback, gang. Love you so much. Thank you, Facebook, for y'all tuning in for this nice, good hour, 5 minutes, 17 seconds. Thank you, YouTube. I love you guys so much, and stay black.